we're going to get into our space, into our mental space, into our physical space. So into the whole bubble that is our yoga space. So we lie down and we just rest. Think about what parts of the body are touching the floor. Be aware of the pressure of your body on your mat. Start to slow your breathing down. And start to turn inwards. Just think about you and your breathing. As you inhale, soften your face. Start to make your inhalations and your exhalations the same strength and duration. Keeping your eyes closed, as you inhale, I want you to start to feel the air filling your lungs, going through your body, replenishing your body, repairing your body, making your body stronger. And as you exhale, understand that we're exhaling what we don't need. It's kind of at exhaust. We inhale the air from around us, we use what we need, and then we exhale what no longer serves us. Quite often we take breathing for granted, don't think about it, but we should. Be grateful for the air that we breathe in. How it replenishes and repairs our body. How it calms our mind. And just let it go when you're finished with it. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your feet together along the centre of the mat. Take your hands and inhale and take them over your head so that the backs of your hands touch the floor. And just make yourself as long as you can. Walk your elbows away, make yourself long. And breathe in this position. From here, take your feet into dorsiflexion. Take your top half of your body and go to the right so you form a semicircle. Both shoulders on the ground, your head is relaxed. So we're contracting along our right side, we're stretching along our left. If you find that easy and you have more room to go, grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand and pull it. Increase the stretch down your left side. And shuffle your feet to the right also. So we're making a crescent shape with our body. Now try and find the softness in your breathing. Slow it down. And go back to thinking about the quality of your breath. If that's very comfortable for you, shuffle your feet some more. And shuffle your feet back to neutral. And take your top half back to neutral. Check along your body now. Make sure you start in a straight position. And take your top half and lean it over to the left. Both shoulder blades on the mat. Your head is relaxed. Now shuffle your feet to the same direction. Slowly shuffle your feet back to neutral. And then bring your top half back to neutral. Take a stretch along your body, make yourself as long as you can. Breathe in this elongated position, stretching. The small of your back should be off the floor. And bring your arms down by your side. At the same time, bring your knees to your chest. Just give them a hug and roll from side to side. Keeping your feet together. Take them to the floor. You take your heels close to your backside. Press your knees together. Take your arms out to the T. Keep them pressed together. Breathe, lift your pelvic floor. Breathe. With your pelvic floor lifted, slowly open your legs, taking your knees to the floor. And close them. Now we're working with our breath. We're trying to synchronize our breathing with our movements. Be aware of your pelvic floor, try to keep it lifted. Try to make the movements as graceful as possible. Next time your legs are open, leave them open. Bring your soles of your feet together. With your arms out to the T, bend the elbows so that your hands point behind you. And relax here. Concentrate on your breathing. Breathe slowly and deeply. If your mind wanders, start to count how long each inhalation and exhalation takes. And keep counting until you concentrate. Concentrating on your breathing. Try to relax, feel your body melt. Trying to get our knees closer to the floor. And we're not trying to push our knees down using strength. We're trying to relax the muscles that are stiff in our groin. From here, leave the left knee where it is. Slowly bring the right up. When your right knee comes to pointed to the ceiling, take your right arm up and take it over. Make a pillow with your left hand and come onto your left side. And from here, we're simply going to open our legs with our breathing. So working on the small muscles on the outside of our hip and thigh. Keep the movement slow and fluid. Work with your breath. As you come down, take your left hand, go onto the back of your hand, go into a T shape. Take your right hand over the top. Leaving your knees together, you're now going to raise your right hand up. Your head is going to follow this half of your thumb. Being conscious to keep my ankles and my knees stacked on top of each other. Just mobilizing our body. And when you're on the back of your hand, rest there. Look at your right hand. Take your shoulders away from your ears. Just relax. From here, bring your knees up to neutral. Take your left hand up to the sky and roll everything over to the right. Open the left arm up. And close it. Open the left arm up. And leave it there. your head to neutral. Take your left hand up. As it comes over, make a pillow with your right arm. Take your left palm to the floor. Now we're going to open our knees, raising our left leg to the sky. And closing, under control, nice and slow. Try to keep the speed the same as you open and close. The same speed is all control. Last of all, take your body back over, take your knees up to the sky. Come up to you, your elbows are on the mat, your hands are up, and push your elbows back into the mat. Come up, so you're leaning forward. Now rotate your shoulders back. Rotate your shoulders back, push your chest forward. Try and get your shoulder blades together and look at the sky. Really feel the stretch going across the front of your chest and your shoulders. This is a good posture corrector for those that sit and forget their posture, or if you're on the computer or your phone or at work. This is another good posture corrector. And relax down. And push yourself up into a nice, comfortable seated position. From here, you're going to take your shoulders back and down. You're going to bring your arms into your side. You're going to have your palms facing up. I'm just going to move our rotator cuffs, our arms out to the side, keeping our elbows tucked in tightly. We're going to move out and in. Nice and slowly with your breath. Think about your range of movement here. Now we're going to take our hands, we're going to bring them in, clasp them, palms facing us. Push away, round, suck your stomach in, round your shoulders and push away. So we make a C shape with our back. Push away, keep pushing. Take your chin to your chest. And slowly come up. Straighten your back. Pull your shoulders back and in line. Turn your hands away from you. Push away. Try to lock your elbows and push through and push away. From here, raise your arms above your head. Take them apart. Allow them to float down to the earth. Keep your left hand anchored. Take your right hand up, bicep by your ear. Bend your left elbow and lean. And as you lean, look under your arm to the sky. Hands come up, all the way over. So we come down so our right hand hits the floor. Take your left hand up, bicep by your ear, and then lean. And look under your armpit to the sky. And slowly come up. We're going to take both hands, take them forward, and we're going to take them out to our right side. I'm going to take one hand down by my thigh and the other hand, my right hand behind me, and I'm going to pull against my thigh, and I'm going to twist my body and look behind me. At the same time I'm pushing up, keeping my spine erect and strong. And come face the front. Take your hand so your right hand goes to your left thigh. Left hand behind, pushes down, raises your body, and you twist and look behind you. And slowly face the front. Take both hands behind you, palms facing away from you. Lean into them, come up onto your legs, part your legs so that they're as wide as the mat. Take your body straight, shoulders go back and down, chest comes up and forward. Suck your stomach in and rotate down to one side. Now don't worry about going to the floor straight away. You can build up to that. You don't need to go into our maximum position first time every time. Just build into it. And next time your legs go to the left, keep them there. Remember, shoulders back, chest forward and up. And slowly rotate them up, pass through your neutral, and go to the other side. Think about your position of your body. Try not to have your body facing the side. Try to keep your shoulders both back and upright. So as we come more upright, you'll notice through your left, if you're leaning with your left hand going across, you'll notice that the slight discomfort into the left groin. The more upright you are, the more you turn left, the less discomfort you'll find. The more you come around, the more discomfort you find, which is the area that we're trying to widen, lengthen, open. hands slowly come up to your neutral. From here, bring your soles of your feet together. Bring your feet in as close as you can. Walk your backside back if you need to. We're not going to go forward, we're going to stay upright. So if you're struggling to stay upright in this position, take your hands behind you and again push forward and back. The most important part here is we're trying to open our groin. From here, take your right foot forward. Come forward, make your chest up and straight. Walk your backside back a little and just lean forwards. Slowly come into a forward fold down your left side. If you find it pulling on your knee, just ease back. Come back up. Come up. Turn our chest over our right thigh. Sit upright and have a twist. Look behind you. Come back to face the front. We're going to swap legs. Adjust your body and slowly come down to your forward fold. Try to understand, do you feel the same on one side as to the other? Have you got more tightness on one side? If you have, concentrate breathing into that area, sending your breath, your replenishment, your repair to that area. And slowly come up. Make sure your back is straight, take a twist over to the other side, look behind. And come forward, cross your legs, roll over onto your knees, and we'll meet in all fours. We're going to do some pelvic rotations through cat-cow. So drop your belly, look up to the sky, and push through. When you're ready to exhale, push through your hands, protract your shoulders, suck your stomach into your spine, look at the space between your legs. when you're ready to inhale. So work with your breath, your pace of breathing. So as we inhale, we go into cow, which is our bellies to the floor, nose to the ceiling. And as we exhale, we go into cat, pushing through the floor, rounding our back. Keep going through cat-cow in line with your breathing. And we'll come to neutral. From here we're going to slide our right hand through the gap in our arms. Push it away as far as you can, then come back. Rest your ear to the floor. Push your left hand in front of you. Start to work your way back up onto all fours. Set your foundation and slide your left hand through the gap. Push it away as far as you can and lie back along. Push your hand forward. Work your way back to all fours. From here, bring your toes together, open your knees as wide as you can. Sit back on your ankles. Keep your shoulders back. Try to put your weight through your ankles so you're squashing your ankles open. Have your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Stomach is sucked in. Chest is proud and forward. Posture is good. We're going to work our chest down to the floor, nice and slowly. Try to keep your backside on your heels. Don't worry if it raises. It's something to work towards. And relax in this position. and slowly come up. Walk your hands back nice and gently. Come to your elbows. Come to your palms. Close your knees. Just take your hands behind you on the backs of the hands. We're going to go into a full child's pose. And allow your shoulders to open and flop. Slowly come up. Take your hands in front of you. Go through all fours. Take your knees behind you. Lower yourself gently to the floor. And take both heels to your backside. Grab them with your hands. Just squeeze them into your backside. Rotate your shoulders back and down. You're not going to lift here. We're just pulling our heels into our backside and keeping our shoulders back and down. Try to get your elbows pointing to the sky if possible. Let go of your feet. Allow them to slowly go to the mat. Bring your hands around. Place them under your shoulders. Come. Place your palms with your elbows. Come into Sphinx. And just rock your pelvis from side to side. Take any stress out of the small of your back. When you've done that a few times, push your elbows into the floor, push your palms into the floor, shoulders away from your ears. Engage your glutes, point your feet behind you. Just hold Sphinx and breathe. Think about your glutes being engaged here. And lower your stomach to the floor. Place your hands back under your shoulders, curl your toes under, and just come up onto all fours. From all fours, take your hips to the sky. Push your hips high. Take the gap between your stomach and your thighs and close it. And lower your feet to the floor. You may want to pedal into your down dog. Nice and slowly elongate your calves. After a few pedals, settle down and push through the floor. From here, come up onto your toes. Just walk your feet in. We're going to take our feet just by our hands and we're going to come into a yogi squat. So from here, my heels are on the floor, I push my shoulders back and down. And I try to lift through. I don't dump through to the floor. I lift up, make myself strong and proud, pushing my knees apart. Taking your hands behind you, lower to your backside to the floor. We're going to take our right ankle, we're going to place it over. So I'm going to lean back, place it over my left knee, and then I'm going to push forward and up. And I'm going to feel the stretch in my glute. If I want more of a stretch, I can push my glute nearer to my heel, which then forces the top of my leg closer to my top body. If you've worked your way forward, work your way back. Give yourself some room and swap legs. And again, in this position, understand if you've got more tightness on one side. And if you have, be gentle, don't force it. Most of us have a more flexible side or a stronger side. Slowly unfold. Take your feet out to the mat and lower yourself slowly onto the mat. From here, take your hands out to the T, take your knees up into tabletop and drop down to the left. Bring your knees to neutral. Slowly lower down to the opposite side. slowly come back into your neutral. Take your feet out as long as the mat. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Allow your feet to just relax out to the side. Take your hands somewhere between your shoulders and your hips, beyond the backs of your hands. Promotes good posture. Make sure you're not on the top of your head. Adjust yourself so that you're on the back of the head. Take a big breath here and sigh it out. And again. One more time. Now regulate your breathing. Slow it down. Concentrate on your breathing and relax. Relax your face as you inhale. Completely surrender. As you soften your face, smile with your eyes. Have the feeling of just letting go, letting your mat take everything away from you, all your stresses, all your worries, all your aches, all your pains. Let it all go. So once upon a time, there was a crow, and it would fly around, doing what it did, getting food where it can. Then one day, it flew over a zoo. And as it flew over the zoo, it stopped by a lake, and he saw a swan. And it was the first time he had ever seen a swan. And he thought to himself, wow, that's the most beautiful bird in the world. So he flew over to the swan and he said to the swan, hey swan, how does it feel to be the most beautiful bird in the world? And the swan looked back at him and he said, you know, I used to think I was the most beautiful bird in the world, with my lovely white feathers. He says, but then I saw the parrot, and the parrot has two different colours, both striking, both beautiful. And I thought to myself, no, that's the most beautiful bird in the world. So the crow flew off to find the parrot, and he found the parrot, and he saw the beautiful greens and blues and reds, and he thought, wow, that really is the most beautiful bird in the world. So he flew across to the parrot and he said to the parrot, hey parrot, what does it feel like to be the most beautiful bird in the world? And the parrot said, you know, I used to believe I was the most beautiful bird in the world. He said, then I saw the peacock, and I realised that the peacock truly is the most beautiful bird in the world. So the crow flew off to find the peacock, And he flew over an enclosure, and on the lawn he saw this beautiful big blue peacock with its tail feathers fanned out, and all the people were staring and taking photos. And he thought to himself, now that really, really is the most beautiful bird in the world. And he hung around and he waited for everybody to go. And the peacock went back to his little cage. And he flew, and he was outside the cage, and he said, "Hey, peacock," he said, "I've got to know, how does it feel to be the most beautiful bird in the world?" And he said, "I know people admire my colours and my beautiful display of my feathers. And I know people adore the way that I look." He says, "But that's not really beauty. That's just what I am." He said, "True beauty is choice." He says, "And when everyone goes home," he said, "I come back and I'm in a cage. And I have no choice. I'm out during the day on display to people. And then in the evenings I'm back in my cage." He said, "And then I thought about it. And I thought, do you know what? I wish I was a crow and I could fly around. Nobody looks at me, nobody bothers me. That truly is the most beautiful thing in the world." So this story is about trying not to compare yourself to others. Whether it's through a task, looks, ability, it doesn't matter. Because like the birds, we're all different. We all come from different backgrounds. And to compare yourself to anyone else doesn't work. Because if you compare yourself favourably, then you run the risk of looking down. And if you compare yourself less favourably, then you run the risk of looking down on yourself. So understand that other people's journeys are not your journeys. You can't compare yourself to someone's today when their yesterday was something that you can't comprehend. You don't know their journey. So only compare yourself to yourself, to who you were yesterday. Take time to think about who you want to become. But only measure yourself against yourself. And if you fail to meet your own expectations at times, be gentle with yourself. It's natural, it's normal. Don't worry. Start to make some small movements with your hands and your feet. And start to take any stretch that you need, any movement that your body wants now to make yourself feel good. Bend both knees and bring them to your chest. And roll from side to side. Bring yourself up into sitting. And close your eyes. Open your hands. Breathe slowly and deeply. Try and learn to find that part of you that is at peace. I wish you peace in your mind, strength in your body, and love in your heart. Namaste.